Hey guys, in this video we're going to look at INNT, but before we do that I just wanted to, I guess, sort of make a quick announcement, not that it matters, because not enough people are watching my videos, but I just wanted to, I don't know, I just thought it was a courtesy. I've noticed that I'm going through these reviews, through these stocks a little fast, just because I feel like the video is going to be too long, and I don't know, my few viewers, I think that I have like 5 or 10, um, are I don't know are gonna get bored. But realistically, I'm doing this for myself. If you can get some value out of this, no, that's awesome. But I feel like I'll be better serving myself and perhaps even you by analyzing the stocks you know more carefully and just going over them, even if it takes me a while. I mean, I'm new to this, even if it takes me a while to really understand what I'm looking at. So, with that said, let's take a look at INNT. Again, you may see some news here from a date past March the 5th. That's because today's March the 11th, and I'm reviewing the stocks for last week. So let's take a look at March the 5th here on Market Watch for INNT, and it doesn't look like there were any news. So it is a continuation name, so you know probably just was just continuing the move. Excuse me. All right, so let's take a look at this. So it looks like it opened 9:35. Okay, looks like it opened at 10:76, and the first candle, the first 5 minute candle was red, although we do have that very long wick to the downside. So that means that sold off probably at the beginning, of the 5 minute period, and then towards the end, it was climbing up higher. So it reached a low of 962, and then as we can see at the moving averages, it looks like it did go below both the 20 EMA and the 90 EMA, although it did get back up. So next candle, same thing. Well, it's a green candle, but with the same shape, big wick to the downside. Um, but this time it made a higher low of $10. So you, one could say that I found support at that level, which was around the same level where the 90 EMA was located. Then the next level, we have something interesting here. We see that the 20 EMA and the 90 EMA intersect, and this is a green candle, uh, closed considerably higher than the previous one. Let's see. So the high was 1170 and the low was 1075. 1075 and the high of this one was 1107. Okay, so let's take a look at, let's count this as the breakout candle. It's not really a breakout candle, but this where the it's where the green move started, all the way up to this red candle. So we can see here we have one, two, three, four candles. The high happened on a red candle, which was a pullback candle as well. So we see that this is a, wow, it's a $3.72 move. $3.72 move. That's quite a nice move over 20 minutes. Um, so now let's take a look at the volume first. So here we see that we have 40,000 shares of volume. That's not a lot of volume. Then we have 60,000, and looks like some more traders took notice of the stock here. Perhaps when it broke the high a day. Well, although this happened here, so who knows why it broke out here. I mean, it's not near a level where that it's obvious, and a lot of traders would jump in. But anyway, it happened. Okay, so we have this big move, and then we have this candle here. So if we analyze this candle, so the high happened here. So obviously some traders were thinking, okay, it's going to keep going higher, but this is a $3+ move. So I'm thinking that a bunch of traders that perhaps got in here or here were thinking, okay, I'm going to take my profits and run. So it's not that big of a candle. It is a doji candle, so you can tell there was a lot of indecision. But at the end of the day, it did close red, but it wasn't that big of a drop. Also, we take a look at the volume. The volume is higher than the previous breakout candle. So yes, you can tell there was a lot of indecision, a lot of selling by previous by buyers that got in early, a lot of buying by buyers that got in a little late. So just something good to take note of when we see a candle like this with a high volume. Then we have the next candle, and the next candle has even higher volume, and it's much higher volume. It's 2,000 and 9,000 shares in this 5 minute period. We can see here this high was also the breakout point of 1375, and it did move up to 1450, 1408. I'm sorry, no 1448. So it's a nice move. I don't trade. Well, I've traded these stocks before, but they're just a lot riskier for me because I have such a small account that it's hard to mitigate risk. Um, the upside is very attractive, but also the downside. I cannot have a 5 cent stop or a 7 cent stop because those are moves that a stock like this makes, you know, by the half second, both to the upside and to the downside. So it would be really hard for me to manage risk on a name like this, and I've gotten burned on stocks like this. So I've learned my lesson. I hope. But anyway, let's take a look at the breakout. So yes, so we said that it got up to 1448, um, and from here it dropped and just sort of started trading sideways, tapped the 9 EMA on lower volume, of course, um, and it looks like at one point here, so when it reached higher day again, it did break out, and boom, that was a big move. So a lot of traders watching this, obviously. Uh, you know, had I been watching this, I would have liked it because I see this move sideways, starts curling up a little bit. Um, it's constantly tapping and respecting the 9 EMA. So the 9 EMA would have been a fantastic entry, especially considering the low volume. And as far as news, we didn't see any news. I don't know if on some other uh, outlet there were news, but if the news that happened a few days ago or a few weeks ago with INNT were strong enough, I would have been very comfortable if I traded a stock like this to buy at the 9 EMA, despite the big moves that it's made in the past. So that's INNT, and yeah, it moved up to 1890. That's ridiculous. That's beautiful. But yeah, that's INT, guys. If you have any questions, just let me know. Suggestions, leave them in the comment section. Uh, and as always, we'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.